ॐ गणानां त्वा गणपतिगं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणस्पत नश्कृण्वन्नोतिभिस्तेन सादनम् ॐ श्री महागणपतये नमः। सरस्वत्यै नमो नित्यं भद्रकाले नमो नमः। वेद वेदांत वेदांग विद्यास्थानेभ्यैव च सदाशिवसमारम्भाम् शंकराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। श्रुते स्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयम् नमामि भगवत्पाद शंकरं लोकशंकरम् शंकरं शंकराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतो वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। व्यासं वसिष्ठनप्तारं शक्तेः पौत्रमकल्मषम् परात्परात्परं वन्दे सुखतातं तपोनिधिं। व्यासाय व्यासरूपाय विष्णवे नमो वै ब्रह्मनिधये वासिष्ठाय नमो नमः। अचतुर्वदनो ब्रह्मा द्विबाहुरपरो हरिः अभाललोचनः शम्भुः भगवान् बादरायणः। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। We'll read the sutras. Please repeat order. अथातो ब्रह्म जिज्ञासा जन्माद्यस्य यतः शास्त्रयोनित्वात् तत्तो समन्वयात् ईक्षतेर्ना शब्दम् गौणश्चेन्नात्मशब्दात् तन्निष्ठस्य मोक्षोपदेशात् हेयत्व अवचनाच्च स्वाप्ययात्। This Sutra 9th. Please read behind me, page 118.
कुतश्च न प्रधानं सच्छब्दवाच्यं तदेव सच्छब्दवाच्यं कारणं प्रकृत्य श्रूयते यत्रैतत् पुरुषः स्वपिति नाम सता सौम्य तदा संपन्नो भवति स्वयं न स्वमपीतो भवति तस्मादेनं स्वपिति इत्याचक्षते स्वं हि अपीतो भवति इति एषा श्रुतिः स्वपिति इति एतत्पुरुषस्य लोकप्रसिद्धं नाम निर्वक्तिः स्वशब्देन इह आत्मा उच्यते यः प्रकृतः सच्छब्दवाच्यः तम अपीतो भवति अपिगतो भवतीत्यर्थः अपि पूर्वस्य हेते लयार्थत्वं प्रसिद्धम् हेते लयार्थत्वं प्रसिद्धम् प्रभवाप्यो इति उत्पत्ति प्रलययोः प्रयोगदर्शनात् मनः प्रचारोपाधि विशेष संबंधादि प्रचारोपाधि विशेष संबंधादि इंद्रियार्थान् गण्यः तद्विशेषापन्नो जीवो जागर्ति तदा वासना विशिष्टः स्वप्नान् पश्यन् मनःशब्दवाच्यो भवति स उपाधिद्वयोपरमे सुषुप्तावस्थायाम् उपाधिकृत विशेष अभावात् स्वात्मनि प्रलीन इवेति स्वं हि अपीतो भवति इत्युच्यते यथा हृदय शब्द निर्वचनं श्रुत्या दर्शितम् स वा एष आत्मा हृदि तस्येतदेव निरुक्तम् हृदि अयम् इति तस्माद्धृदयम् इति यथा वासना योदन्यात् शब्द प्रवृत्ति मूलम् दर्शयति श्रुतिः आप एव तदशितं नयन्ते तेज एव तत्पीतं नयते इति च एवं स्वमात्मानं सच्छब्दवाच्यम् अपीतो भवतीति तमर्थं स्वपिति नाम निर्वचनेन दर्शयति न च चेतन आत्मा अचेतनं प्रधानं स्वरूपत्वेन प्रतिपद्येत यदि पुनः प्रधानम् एव आत्मीयत्वात् स्वशब्देन एव उच्येत एवमपि चेतनः अचेतनम् अप्येति इति विरुद्धम् आपद्येत श्रुत्यन्तरं च प्राज्ञेनात्मना सम्परिष्वक्तो न बाह्यं किंचन वेद नान्तरम् इति सुषुप्त्यावस्थायां चेतनोऽप्ययम् दर्शयति अतो यस्मिन्नप्ययः सर्वेषां चेतनानां तच्चेतनं सच्छब्दवाच्यं जगतः कारणं न प्रधानम्. We have been seeing the Ikshati Adhikaran from 5th Sutra to 11th Sutra. And in this, the Upanishad which has been taken to prove the cause of the world is not the inert Pradhan but the Chetan Brahma, the Upanishad which is being taken as a reference is Chandogya Upanishad. And almost 6 reasons are given to prove this Chetanta of the Karana. 7th reason is indirect. 7th reason is indirect. Cha word will be there. 6th reason are direct reasons are there. Let me go back fast. What were the first reason? The word Sat refers to Pradhanam because of the cause called visualization. So visualization word Ikshat, Tadaikshat word was taken in the 5th and 6th Sutra to prove this point. This is the first reason. What is the second reason? Tannishtasya mokshopadeshat. It was said here that Sat Shabdavachyam na pradhanam, because Upanishad says that one who is established in the Sat, so he will get the moksha. So anybody who is established in Pradhan with his Jada cannot get moksha because there is no entity to get moksha. This is the second reason. Therefore, the word Sat refers to Brahman and not the Pradhanam. Because being established in Jada, nobody will be liberated. This is the second reason. I am summarizing it what you have already heard. Third reason is that Heyatva Avachanat. Sat Shabdavachyam na Pradhanam Heyatva Avachanat. The Sat Shabda is not negated. Generally you heard, yesterday you heard, there is a statement of negation indicates there is further something else. Like Annamaya Atma was negated to tell Pranamaya Atma is there. Then Pranamaya Atma was negated to tell Manomaya Atma was there. So if the Sat Shabd had referred to Pradhanam, it would have negated the Pradhanam and gone on to the Purush, which is the highest stage. But in the Upanishad, Sat Shabd is not negated, and ultimately you heard that Shvet Ketu has known the Sat. Vijigyav. So this is the third reason to tell that this Sat word is for Brahman, Chetan Brahman, and not inert Pradhanam. Third reason. Now, fourth reason, what is the fourth reason? Fourth reason was given by the word Cha. Yesterday you heard by the Cha. So, Sat Shabda Vachyam na Pradhanam Sutre Chakaracha. Chakarat. In Sanskrit, we don't use the word Cha. When you say Cha, you say Chakar. Kakar. So, Chakaracha, because of the Chakar's presence. What do you mean by Chakar's presence? Because Ek Vijnanena Sarvam Vijnatam Bhavati. By knowledge of the cause, everything else should be known. If the Sat referred to the Pradhan, which was the cause, then by knowing the Pradhan or knowing the inert cause, everything of the world should have been known, as promised by the Shruti. You saw two Shrutis. One was of Mundak Upanishad, Kasminnu Bhagavo Vijnate, Sarvamidam Vijnatam Bhavati. Another was Chandogya Upanishad Shruti. So, Amadam Matam Bhavati, Abhigyatam Vijnatam Bhavati, Ashrutam Bhavati. This was a statement of the Chandogya Upanishad. In Smriti, Yajñātva neh bhuyo nyajñātam mam avgātavyam avashishyate. Knowing which nothing else has to be known. You heard if Pradhanam is known as a cause, then Pradhanam, the effect is only 23 things. You heard yesterday. Mahat, Ahankar, then Manas Tattva, then 10 sense organ, then 5 subtle element, and 5 gross element. You total it up, it will come to 23. But Purush won't be known. Because for the Sankhya, Pradhan is not same as the Purush. And therefore, Karana Vijnanena Karya Vijnanam Bhavati. But Mahadadinam Jnanam Bhavati. Sambhavati. Purushasya Jnanam na Sambhavati. And therefore the statement of the Shruti that by knowing one everything will be known is not true, because in your point of view there are millions of Purushas and 6 billion Purushas will be unknown. Therefore, how will you say this point that by knowing one everything else is known? So this is the point which we have been seeing. How many reasons? 4 reasons we saw. That Sat Shabda Vachyam na Pradhanam Parantu Sat Shabda Vachyam Chetan Brahma Eva Bhavitum Arati. I had told yesterday that Brahma Sutra is going to give many reasons because of 3 causes. If you remember, to make it clear, to make the Upanishadic statement clear. Second reason was, more the statement is clear, more you will be abiding in the self-knowledge. And third reason which you heard was that for future, if you have any doubt or any other Purupaksh comes, that can be taken care of. Okay, so these are the 4 reasons. Now we will see other reason. What is the reason? We will see the new sutra today, which we have already heard. 1 what is that? A9, 119. 119 means what? First chapter, first pada, and 9 sutra. So I will refer to 119, 1-1-9. Okay. So what is the sutra here? Sutra is a swapyayat. Very easy to by heart. As difficult it is to by heart the Upanishad, etc. And so easy to by heart sutras, but more difficult to understand. More, because it needs the Upanishadic knowledge. I told you, one person I met. So I said, what? Well, I am very interested in Vedanta. I said, which text? Well, I was studying Brahma Sutra. I said, you have studied Upanishad? He said, no need. Casually he said, no need for it. I know what is in the Upanishads. So I think Brahma Sutra is the one which is meant for me. I kept quiet what to say. Now how will you understand this point unless you have gone through a thorough Upanishadic studies? Now let me go to this sutra. I will first give you the general background of what this sutra comes. Then Vishayavakya I will tell you which statement of the Upanishad he is referring to. I am repeating it. It should be corresponding to some statement of the Upanishad. And then we will see the word meaning. And then we will go to another sutra. See, there is Upanishad, please open Chandogya Upanishad 6.8. 6th chapter you open and 8th khand you open. 6.8.1. See, here it is written, Uddalako Harunihi Ila Shvet Ketum Putram Vacha Swapnantam Me Somya Vijanihi Iti. But after that is, you have to underline that. This is what is referred here. What is said here? Yatra etat. In my Parush word is written Shri Purush. In your book Parush is there? Purush should be there. Yatra etat. Parush means hard. Purush and Parush are different. Dambho darpo bhimanusya krodh parushya mevcha. Parush means hardness of a person. Parush vachan kabahu na bolehi. Who doesn't say hard, Saint Lakshan is there. Parush vachan kabahu na bolehi. But this is Purush. Don't say. There are two things. One is Parush, other is Prakriti. Don't say such like that. So what is Purush, other is Prakriti. So see what is written. You underline that. You can underline to indicate. And there you can indicate in your Chandogya Upanishad, write BS. BS 1.1.9. 1.1.9. 9 Sutra. You can refer it so that next time when you open the book, you don't have to search. So, Yatra etat Purush nama. Purusha swapiti nama. Sata somya sada tada sampanno bhavati swapiti bhavati. बस यहाँ तक है. और तस्माद येनगम सुप्रीति इति आचक्षते स्वम अपीतो भवति. Whole thing you can see now. Now I'll go through little detail so that you are clear what this. In this mantra, the deep sleep state is indicated. Deep sleep is always a little complex things. As simple it is to sleep, so difficult is to understand the sleep. So what is written here? There is one name given to the sleeper. and name given is Swapiti Namna Drishyate. One who sleeps, his name is Swapiti. Generally, Swapiti is a verb. He is sleeping. But here Swapiti is a noun. Upanishad is introducing the word Swapiti as a noun. This is a new thing. So when I first time heard Chandogya, I was very surprised. Upanishad gives you some jolting between, huh? Like that. Well, why you have given the name Swapiti? Why you have given the name Swapiti? Please tell me. Well, I am telling you. So Swapiti word is equal to Swapyayaha. 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 Why it is called Swapyayaha? Swa plus Apyayaha. Swa means nature. And Apya means dissolution, going back into something. So Bhavapya hi bhuta naam, like that. So what do you mean by that? Swapyaya. Going back to its nature is called Swapyaya. Swaruplayaha. Oh. So you are giving the name, Jeev is called Swapiti because it goes back to its nature. It goes back to its nature in deep sleep. Okay. What is this? Anything goes back to its nature. What great you told. The pot goes back to its nature called mud. The ornament goes back to its nature called gold. So Jeev goes back to its nature. Why you said like that? But you know, my point is, it is easy to say that the pot goes back to its nature and therefore nature of the. But do you know what is the nature of this Jeev when it goes back to its nature? Here is where I want to come. Swapyayaha. What nature of the Jeev is mentioned here, that you know that. Generally we think this my nature is of doership, enjoyership. I am a human being. I work a lot, although nobody understands. But I am working a lot nowadays. I have lot of, what is it called? Time to complete so many tasks are there. But your nature is not this. But why my nature is not this? Because you don't resolve into it. Resolve means going back, not dissolve. Resolve. Acha. Same Upanishad. Please get this point. During Sushupti, Jeev goes back into Sat. Two statements Upanishad is making. One statement we made earlier, that Jeev goes back into its own nature. And second statement is Jeev goes back into Sat Karanam. Where it is said here. Are? Dekha na? Just now you heard Yatre tat purushaha swapiti nam. After that we see what you written. Sata tada sampanno bhavati. Sata. It is associated by Sat. Is called Sata. Tritiya is there. See the line there. Yatre tat purushaha. This Upanishad, be very, very careful. So in the one line, two statements are made. One statement is that this Jeev goes, Jeev goes back into its own nature. And second statement is, it is associated with Sat. Sata sada sampanno bhavati. You saw that? Two statements. So simple. One is saying it goes back into its nature. And other statement is, it is one with the Sat. And if we combine these two statements, then you will say that the nature of Jeev is Sat. Nature of Jeev is Sat Karanam. Well, but what was the need to say that Sat Bhavati? Because you will not know it. You will say by nature of ignorance. You have not gone back to ignorance and nothingness like Bauddha will say. This is where Bauddha are caught. Bauddha will say that the Jeev's nature is nothingness because it goes back into nothingness. Nothing is known in the deep sleep. And therefore in the deep sleep, Shunya is there, nothing is there. Upanishad says no. It is one with the Sat there. And therefore Jeev's nature is not zero or Shunya or nothingness. That is called theory of nihilism. Jeev's nature is of the existence in the deep sleep. So its nature is existence and not nothingness. Because our experience is nothing is in deep sleep is there. Our experience is, these darshan are tark pradhan. Sankhya, Bauddha, not Shruti pradhan. Only thing is, Bauddha outrightly said, I don't believe in this Shruti. They say, I believe in the Shruti, Sankhya, etc. But they take that part of the Shruti which suits their tark. अब तो क्या लिख रहे हैं यहाँ पे? Are you getting my point? In the deep sleep, it goes to its own nature. So it is very natural that if anything, goes back to its own nature, there is nothing great statement in that. Anything will go back to its nature. Whether it is an ornament or whether it is a pot or whether it is a wave, whether it is a body. So Jeev will also go back to its nature. Well, this is okay. But what is its nature? I can understand that Jeev goes back to its nature. This is clear. But what is the nature of the Jeev? And here is where Upanishad is helping us to understand. He says it becomes one with Sat. Got the point? And therefore, Sata Sampanno Bhavati. And therefore, when we combine these two statements, then what will you say? The nature of the Jeev is Sat. Which? Neither Purvamimamsa believes, neither Nyaya believes, neither Bauddha believes, neither Jain believe. Forget about Charvak. One statement has lot of implications. So you have to take it very, very seriously. देखो क्या लिखा है. Whole line I am reading it again. Yatretat Purusha Swapiti Nama. And therefore, the name of that Purush has been mentioned as Swapiti. Sata Somya Satada Sampanno Bhavati Swapito Bhavati. Swapito Bhavati. So, there are Swapito Bhavati. Its name is Swapita. Why you are called Swapiti? Why you are giving the name the Jeev Swapita? I am telling you. Because in the Sushupti state, Jeev resolves into its own nature and therefore its name is Swapita. Means what? Swayam apita bhavati. Swam apito bhavati. It is called Swapita bhavati. Swam apito bhavati. Swam apito bhavati. Swam apito means what? One which goes back into its own nature. This is there. Just one small, I want to take you to Bhashyakar. Please see the third line here. First, already he quotes, this is a Vishavakya. तदेव सत् शब्द वाच्यम कारणम प्रकृत्य श्रूयते. What I have been repeating it. Then please see next line. एषा श्रुतिः स्वपिति एतत् पुरुषस्य लोक प्रसिद्धम नाम निर्वक्ति. बोले this is a famous लोक प्रसिद्धम नाम निर्वक्ति. निर्वक्ति means says, definitely says. अच्छा, definitely says. अरे but nobody knows this name. You are saying lok prasiddham. Everybody knows. अरे you don't know, others know. Keep quiet. So Esha Shruti Swapiti is the name. Now this is where I want your attention. Swashabdena iha. Don't say Swashabdem neha. Don't read like that. Don't think it is very easy to read sometimes. Ule Neha was my class friend. This is not Neha. So here Swashabdena iha atma uchyate. Yaha prakritaha. Prakrita means what is going on. The context in discussion. Not Prakriti. Here Prakriti, don't confuse with Prakriti, etc. Prakrita means what is going on. Contextual. Yaha prakrita sat shabda vachya tam apito bhavati. So here, see, swapiti is there. So swa means atma. Yaha prakrita sat shabda vachya tam apita. Tam apita bhavati, apigato bhavati. So, what is the meaning of apiti then? Swa shabd is atma. And apita means what? Apita means bhavati apigato bhavati. So means api purvasya ete layartham prasiddha. Apya word is used for lay. And therefore prabhavapyahi iti utpatti pralayoho prayog darshanat. प्रभवाप्यवि भूतानां श्रुतो विस्तरशो मया त्वत्तः कमल पत्राक्ष महात्ममपि चाव्यम. 11th chapter it comes. So apya word is used for pralaya. Okay. And therefore swapiti word is used for that jeev who goes back to its nature. And therefore I am using the word swapiti for the jeev who goes into its own self, only on its own self during its resolved nature, which goes back into Atma. Here, anything goes back into itself. But here, Swa is indicating Atma or the Sat aspect. Okay. Is it clear now? So, just take cognizance of this point. Now, Bhashyakar will ask this question. He said it has gone into Sat. Bole, yes. Do you agree? Sankhya? Bole, yes, I agree. I have no problem that jeev goes back into Sat nature. Bole, that is it. Now, you tell me, this Sat should be Chetan or Achetan? This Sat which is there, it is Chetan or Achetan? Bole Achetan. Look, if it is Achetan, then how will in the Sushupti somebody will know that I did not know anything? In the Sushupti, is no Sushupti. I had mentioned many times that there is a abhavakar vritti in the Sushupti. There is one vritti or thought, the object of which is absence. Ajeeb si vritti hai, object of which is absence. And the nature of this thought is it overwhelms its object and it overwhelms the subject. And therefore you don't know at that time that I am sleeping. This is overwhelmed. But in this vritti, there is a reflection of the Chetan, which is a knower. And that knower at that time knows that I don't know anything. But it is overwhelmed, as if somebody is choked, not talk. If the consciousness was not there, how will the knower be there? In the deep sleep. And therefore, I have to say that this Sat cannot be Achetan and it should be Chetan. And therefore, Jeev's nature cannot be Achetan Pradhan, rather it should be Chetan Brahma. Is it okay? And therefore, you cannot say I am Achetan, I am inert, because to say I am inert, you should know that. So Achetan can never be the nature of the Chetan Jeev. So Chetan alone is the nature of the Jeev. I hope this point is now clear. Simple point is there. If you follow each and every step by step, you have to go. Two statements are made. One is Jeev goes back to its nature, and second, it is one with the Sat. And therefore, Jeev is one with the Sat. Then I said, this Sat cannot be inert. This Sat has to be Chetan. Because in the deep sleep, there is somebody who knows that I don't know. This experience that I had not known anything in the deep sleep indicates that there is a consciousness present in the deep sleep. It is not that totally vacuum is there, which the Bauddha say like that. And therefore, is it okay? What is Anuman now? Sat Shabdavachyam na pradhanam. And what? How will you say? Swapyayat. Swapyayat. Dekho. This is how the whole thing has been made. Okay. Now I'll go to the word meaning. How the word has been formed here. So what is the word here? It is Panchami Vibhakti. Panchami. What is the Panchami? Hetvarthe Panchami. When you are giving a cause, then indicating the Panchami Vibhakti. Okay. It's a compound word. What are the two words in the compound word? One is Swam. Other is Apyaya. 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 Not Apyaha. Apyaya. Two ya is there. Okay. So two words are there. So what is the meaning of Swam? Swam means Swarupam. That means in the Sushupti, Jeev dissolves in the Swarupam. Resolves in the Swarupam. Resolves in the Swarupam. And what is the meaning of Apyaya word? Apyaya means dissolution. So Swam means Swarupam, Apyaya means dissolution, and therefore in the deep sleep, Jeev resolves in its own Swarupam. So Apyaya means Layaha. So it is Sat Layaha. Okay. So Swarupa word. Sushupti is Sat Layaha. So Swarup Laya means Sat Laya. Very important point. This does not occur to us. This does not occur to us that our nature is of Sat, and Sat is Chetan, which is Nirvikar Chetan, because Sat is Nirvikar Sat. Sat is non-modifying existence. You will never think like that my essential nature is Nirvikar Chetan, because in the deep sleep I am Sat. If my nature was doership, enjoyership, then it won't dissolve. It don't resolve. I would have resolved into doership. I have resolved into shape. I have resolved into son, daughter. I would have resolved into one part of the world. Is not my nature what we live, is not my nature. This does not occur to us. We live a very pseudo nature. It is not my nature. When I am behaving as a doer, enjoyer, or happy person, or one with name and form, this is my false nature. It is not my real nature. So Swam means Atma or Chetan. Apya means dissolution. So dissolution in the Chetan Atma, in the Sat or Chetan Atma. This is the Hetu given here. Again I am repeating it. Apya word indicates dissolution. Bhavapyo hi bhutanam shuddho vistaro shumaya. Any Upanishad you remember where Apya word comes? Only I don't remember Upanishads. Gita I am trying. Then I'll think about Upanishad. Esha sarvagya, Esha sarveshvara, Esha antaryami. And there Upanishad says, Prabhavapyohi bhutanam. Mandukya. Esha sarvagya, Esha sarveshvara, Esha antaryami. Esha prabhavapyohi bhutanam. In Mandukya you go and see. In Mandukya, fifth mantra is there also. Fifth mantra is Esha yoni prabhavapyohi bhutanam. Fifth is there. Fourth is there or fifth is there. So there Apya word is coming. Prabhavapyo. Yatha sudiptat pavakat is Pullinga. Prabhavante swarupa. There also Apya word is come. Where the jeev goes back, dissolves, resolves. Tatha aksharat vividhas somya bhava akshare apyanti. There also Apya word is comes. So this is the word meaning of the word swapyayat. So you heard one more reason why such shabd cannot be inert. You don't forget this point. One after another reason he is giving. Who? Ved Vyas Bhagwan, not Shankaracharya. He is also very smart. Yes. He is Bhagwan. Vyasaya Vishnu Rupaya. Vyas Rupaya Vishnave. Sometimes I feel we should do Ashtottar Naam of Bhagwan Veda Vyas. Namo Vai Brahma Vida Nidaya Vasisthaya Vai Namo Namah. So Bhagwan Veda Vyas is there. Achatur Vadano Brahma. He is Brahma without four mouths, four heads. Dvi Bahura Paro Harihi. He is the Hari Vishnu with two hands. Abhala Lochana Shambhu. He is the Shiv Bhagwan without the third eye. Bhagwan Badarayana. Who can compile the whole Vedas will be any Sarvagya is there, writing 18 Puranas. That did this Manvantar, that happened. We don't remember 2 days back what happened. So much hard work we do by heart. One few days you don't go through it, you forget what was there. Only one. That is more frustrating. If somebody has not by hearted, he is very happy. Anyway, he never knew it. But one who by hearted and he forgets, he gets very frustrated. He says, see, my memory is so bad. Then glani comes. I don't know why my memory is so bad. कहा तो he will say, no, in the second Manvantar this happened. You read Purana. That is called Yogaj Pratyaksh. If you take Yogaj Pratyaksh in Brahmana Vichar, Yogaj Pratyaksh, one who can see the past and future. In one line Shankaracharya had written here, by whose grace anything comes in front of you. अब बताओ, who other than Bhagwan, who can know that this is this Brahmaji is going on, this is Dvitiya Prahar are there. अब so much to know that, who can write Puranas? Then Gajendra Moksha, you are hearing that happened in the fourth Manvantar. Tamas was the name of the man. Who will know that? Science cannot tell, because science depends only on 2000 years back. For them the creation is started 4000 years back. People came, Stone Age and all these things they say. He is all about future also. So to Bhagwan ही कोई होगा भाई, भगवान Ved Vyas is here, he is not ordinary. So imagine the Mahima of the Upanishad, that Bhagwan Ved Vyas also felt like writing something, not 1-2 sutras, 500 plus sutras, to tell the importance and validity of the Vedic Upanishadic statements. Imagine the glory of the Upanishads. Oh, yes. That in Badrinath, Badrinath, you have gone to Badrinath there. Vyas Gufa is there. There, so much composition is there. So this is one sutra. Now let me go to another sutra. But I want more to hear about this sutra. See, if we go very slow, we cannot complete. Problem is this. Although there are certain things, I'll take it later on. Next sutra, please see sutra number 10. 1-1-10. Please repeat. Gati samanyat. Gati samanya. Now, this is also easy sutra. Please note, everywhere Panchami is mentioned. Panchami means cause is there. Reason is given for why Sat cannot be Chet. So, let us go through the general background of this sutra. What is the general background? See, Upanishad says, especially this Chandogya, Sadev Somidam Agre Asit. In the beginning there was a Sat. So, there is no problem in understanding that cause was the Sat. But Upanishad is not saying directly that Sat is Chetan or the inert. This is where the problem started. If Upanishad had directly mentioned, then so many sutras could have been saved. But Upanishad did not mention directly. There must be reason. So there is a vagueness. And therefore the doubt starts. There is somebody said, my father had written, father passed away. So he wrote a will. He had 7-8 properties. He wrote a will. And in the will, he wrote a story. That there was one boy. There was one father, one person. He had 3 sons and 1 daughter. Son, actually he wrote his own story. Instead of directly saying he should get this and this person should get this. Now this boy troubled him about the father. So they had to interpret what he wanted. A vagueness. Now that person said, what is this? My father is writing like that. He should have written properly how much is there. And now the son, brother and sister, they have problem now. अब story is written up. How to understand that this story means this you should get. Clearly you should write. Court doesn't understand this. So many interesting things happen. Now the Upanishad is, here it is vague. And therefore you have doubt. But there is a general rule. What is the general rule? Wherever there is vagueness in one Upanishad, we have to clarify that idea by taking similar idea occurring in other Upanishads. If this is how the court cases are fought. So they will say, referring to this article, this in 1973, that judgment was passed. As per that judgment, this judgment will be passed. So if there is a vagueness in one Upanishad regarding an X topic, so I will see if this X topic is clearly mentioned in other Upanishad or not. Then I will say this must be the meaning of this Upanishad also. Well, yes. So now, if there is a confusion about the cause of creation, is this Chetan or Jad? Let me go to other Upanishads and find out. This is called external pramanas. Earlier was internal pramana. He was using the same Upanishad to prove. Now he is using other Upanishads to prove what? That Sat is Chetan or Achetan. I hope it is clear. He is using outside pramana. But Upanishad only. Okay. And you have heard all the Upanishads almost. You have heard all Upanishads you have heard. Where Bhashya is written, except Brihadaranyaka, of course. Brihadaranyaka you have not heard. If we take Brihadaranyaka, it will take 1 year, 2 years. So, although I have taken one portion in Vibhuti and I had to go to another portion in September, but that camp is cancelled. Who will come now? All camps are cancelled. You can't advertise because you don't know what situation is there. And I told Trishna, I said, see, we cannot have the camp because we don't have time. So leave it. We'll see later. So part 2 has been indefinitely postponed. Now, you have heard Taittiriya. Now you chant also sometimes. So Brahma Veda apnoti param tadesha bhyukta satyam jnanam anantam brahma yo ved nihitam guhayam parme vyoman soshnude sarvan kam soshnude soshnude क्या है? हाँ, ब्रह्मणा विपश्चितेति तस्माद् वाय तस्माद् आत्मना आकाशः सम्भूतः. Not in this from Brahma, that is tasmad, and etasmad is atma. Tasmad va etasmad atmana akasha sambhuta. So Srishti is coming from Brahman. But where is written the Brahma is Chetan or not? I told Satyam Jnanavantam Brahma. So that Jnana is Chetan only. Okay. So from Brahma, which is of the nature of Jnana, and Jnana is of the nature of Atma. Tasmad vai tasmad Atmana akasha sambhuta. Pakdo baat ko. You cannot jump any steps. If you jump, you will fall down. Tasmad va etasmad atmanah. So first tasmad word has been used, then etasmad has been used. From that Brahman which is this Atma, the world came. And that Brahman is Jnana Swarup, and this Jnana is Atma Swarup. And therefore, this Sat, this cause cannot be Achetan, it is Chetan only. Tasmad is fifth case. Fifth case is Upadan Karana. Fifth case is always used to indicate material cause. उपादान कारणार्थे अपादान पंचमी इति न्यायात्. उपादान कारणार्थे अपादान पंचमी इति न्यायात्. यतो वा इमानि भूतानि जायन्ते. So yata is fifth case. Like the pot is made from the mud. So from is indicated to use till the material cause. Gold is, ornament is made from. There are many usage of each vibhakti. Each vibhakti by itself is quite a study. And when you have heard, if you go and see your notes, I must have indicated few points about each vibhakti. Dvitiya is used here, Tritiya is used here, Panchami is used here. So to indicate the cause, the from word is used. So, upadan karan. Okay, this comes in Taittiriya Upanishad. Which Valli? Which Valli? Huh? Bole, what is Valli? If you ask this, then you will be beaten, not scolded. You don't need scolding. You are scolding a thief now. Huh? Which Valli? Second Valli. Good. What is the name of second Valli? Huh? Brahma nahi, Brahmanand Valli. Brahmanand Valli. Third Valli? Asking him. First Valli? Huh? Not Shiksha. Shiksha Valli. Try to every day better your pronunciation. Don't say Ishwar. 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 Not Ishwar. Ishwar. Ishwar has said like that. So, this is in second Valli. Brahmanand Valli. Okay. Okay. Now you need knowledge of all Upanishad to tell where this Chetan has been mentioned. Oh my God, I don't have so much of knowledge. I'm just a starter. No, we're not a starter. You already 2017 course got over. You're not a starter now. 2015 the course started. Only whole life I'll be starter only. It's not like that. And then it comes, so kamyata. He desired. Who? Brahmapucham pratishtha. This is also in second word. So kamyata bahusyam prajayeti sa tapotapyata sa tapas tattapva idagam asrajata. Who will desire? One who is Chetan. This is another praman. Then third praman. You can have lot of hundreds of pramana are there. I told you, no, to remove vagueness, he is referring to another Upanishad. Yato va imani bhutani jayante yena jatani jivanti yat prayante abhisam vishanti iti tad vijigyasasva tad brahmeti, not pradhaneti. It is brahmeti, is a third pramana is there. This is again from Taittiriya Upanishad. How will you say in what is it called? Just now I heard Mandukya, Mundak you say. Ya sarvagya sarvivita yasya jnanmayam tapaha tasmat etam brahmanam rupam annam cha jayate. This is Mundak Upanishad. Who can be sarvagya if he is jad? Yas sarvagya sarvita yasya jnanmayam tapaha tasmat etat tasmat. Again Panchami has come. Tasmad tad brahma nama rupam annam cha jayate. This comes in Mundak. Mundak and Manduk are different. Those who are very beginners, they know. This is in 1.1. Sarvagya word has been coming. Sarya, Sarvagya. See, if you know Upanishads, then you can immediately get what is there. Then in the Upanishad it is said, Etasmat jayate pranamana sarvendriyani cha kham vayur jyotirapa prithvi vishwasya dharani. See, Mundak it comes. Acha? Haan. See, Etasmat again. Upadan Karan is mentioned there. Then go to Aitreya. Aitreya, don't say Aitreya, not Aitreya. Aitreya. What is that? Atma ma idam agre asit ekameva dvitiyam nanyat kinchana mishat. And there Atma will be always Chetan, and therefore it has been mentioned as Chaitanya. This is in Aitreya Upanishad. Okay, ho gaya? No, still. There is more is there. You can have hundreds of statements. Hundreds, not one, two. Go to Prashna Upanishad. Very important line in Prashna Upanishad is Atmana esha prana jayate. 3.3. Prashna Upanishad, third Prashna and third mantra. 3.3. Open it. You can see it. Atmana esha prano jayate. Got it? Prana is the world here. Atmana esha prano jayate yathaisha purushe chhaya etasmin natatam. Like from this body chhaya comes. This is what say the world is unreal. The Jeev and Jagat is unreal, like the chhaya. Yathaisha purushe chhaya. Chhaya is indicated here. Very important line of Prashna Upanishad. You go there and see what Bhashya is there if you want. But I wanted to say that from that Purush everything is born. So that Atma is Chetan. Atma cannot be inert. Yathaisha Purushe Chhaya etasmin etadatatam manokritena ayati asmin sharire. So this is called Gati Samanya Nyaya. What is the meaning of Gati Samanya? Means vague statements being clarified by explicitly clear statement occurring somewhere else is called Gati Samanya. Race is slowly. Otherwise, the whole word becomes weak. Vague statements, these are technical words. It is a nyaya. Vague statements being clarified by explicit, clear statements is called Gati Samanya. Of course, occurring in other Upanishads. And how will Anuman Vakya? Sat Shabda Vachyam na pradhanam Gati Samanyat. But the word Gati means what? I'm coming, wait. Okay. This is called Gati Samanya. Gati Samanyat. Now go to the word meaning. So this is only one word. Gati is meaning one word. It's a compound word. So there are two words in the word Gati Samanya. One is Gati word, other is Samanyat word, Samanya word. If you know that any root which has the movement, it has association with the knowledge when in Av word comes. So Gati also has the meaning of knowledge is Avagati. So here Gati is meaning Avagati. So here Gati means, Gati indicates here knowledge. Avagati. So Chetan Karan Jnanam. So here Jnanam, here not any Jnanam. Here Jnanam is Chetan Karan. The cause of the knowledge that the cause of the world is consciousness is the meaning of Gati here. Gati here means knowledge. But which knowledge? That the cause of the world is consciousness. So Chetan Karan Jnanam is the meaning of Gati here. Got my point? So Gati means knowledge. Which knowledge? Chetan Karan Jnana. The cause of the world is consciousness. This knowledge is called Gati. Okay. So you mean to say what? Let me complete. And what is the word Samanya means what? Identical, commonness, concurrence, not conference, concurrence. So what you complete? How will you make the sentence complete? Sentence complete. Chetan Karan Jnanam. The cause of the world is consciousness, which is mentioned in Chandogya, has identity. The cause of the world, which was mentioned as Sat in Chandogya, is Chetan, is consciousness, because of its identical nature with other Upanishads. This will complete. Principle. The cause of the world, which was mentioned as Sat in Chandogya Upanishad, is not inert because of the similar cause occurrences in other Upanishad as Chetan. So Gati Samanyat. Gati Samanyat. So knowledge of the cause being consciousness of the world is supported by similar statements in other Upanishads. So vagueness is gone now, because what was vague here has been explicitly mentioned in all other Upanishads. There should be no room for any ambiguity or vagueness. Okay. And therefore, what you are saying that the cause will is Jad is not supported by any Upanishad. So, just now I made the statement, Sat Shabdavachyam na pradhanam. That will go everywhere. The word Sat in the 6th chapter of Chandogya does not mean Prakriti, Gati Samanyat. Brahmavat, Atma Shabdavat, because Atma word is coming in Upanishads. This is called Anuman Vakya, Pratigya Hetu Drishtant. So what is Pratigya? Sat Shabdavachyam na pradhanam. Apitu Chetan Brahma. How? Gati Samanyat Hetu. Udharan, Brahmavid apnoti param, I told, Brahma Shabdavat, Atma Shabdavat. This is the complete sentence. So when Anumanam Pramana, what you discussed in 2 pages is condensed in 1 line. That is the beauty of Nyaya. This is gift of Nyaya philosophy. Nyaya gave this way of reasoning. Okay, so this completes 10th Sutra. Tomorrow we will see 11th Sutra. Achha, which reason is this? Sixth reason. Because earlier was the fifth one. 4 we saw, and 5th and 6th 2 sutras. Tomorrow we will see the 7th reason. I think that tomorrow will be the last in this prakaran. Ikshati iti adhikara. Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namah. Hari Om.